Yeah, so basically we got the problem with if we get in tilted, yeah, that's what I mentioned so far. If there's a tilt, then
Mhm.
you start playing more mindlessly, like I mentioned, yeah, maybe start making the not the best decisions, stuff like that. So what do you think can help you? You just do the same stuff what we did with you before. Any solutions to this?
Yeah. I think because in the middle of a game, it's tough to regain composure if you're like really tilted. But I think what the best thing you can do is just try to stay composed. Um, because you know that if you're gonna tilt at something that your team did, you're just gonna play worse and it's gonna cost your team. So
Right.
the best thing probably to do is just stay consistent. Yeah. You can worry about that
Yeah, but
maybe when
how
you're
you do
like
that?
dead, you can talk
What are you
them and
gonna
respawn.
do? What are you gonna do exactly? So you just remind yourself, kind of just tell yourself something, or
Um, I would I think I would just try to like tell myself something like, "Oh, it's okay. Um, these things happen." Or just like try to reassure myself. It's either that or I can like talk through the team through like game chat because I usually have game chat on and I can talk to them about like the game, um, or how we're playing and stuff.
what are your usual thoughts when you get tilted? First, do you remember? So what are you thinking right away?
Um, the first thing is why is my DPS dying so much? Or
Yeah,
why is a character dying so much?
doing
Um,
yeah something doesn't matter. Yeah, one my DPS
yeah,
or maybe you makes
yeah, or
sense.
like why am I not getting healed?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Sort of
also,
okay. Not getting healed.
yeah.
Okay, so see, this idea might notice it in real sport as well.
Mhm,
Maybe can read it in the the books as well. Something what's called teacup model is thinking under pressure. Whenever there is a type of thinking where we're focused on external factors, so all of this is external, you cannot control the other stuff. Basically, we have this other DPS or you're not getting healed, the supports again,
mhm,
something we're thinking about is external. Sometimes it also might be your enemy. So enemy does something, does X. Okay, why did they do that? Are they
mhm.
stupid? Or maybe they're just trying to do something. You want to shift your thinking towards the internal. So what do you think about or like feel in this situation and what are you gonna do with your actions so it's gonna be better solutions in this situation? You might maybe even feel it's okay if you feel angry and this sort of stuff. Maybe you just think, okay, this is not something is off, but it's just really
Yep.
shifting what you can do. So it's not like why them, but what do I think? So how do you think you can shift the thinking from external to internal? How you would phrase the thoughts differently? What do you think?
Um, well, I think I can just try to, uh, I mean, it's tough because I honestly I get mad at the things I can't control the most like that. Like, why is my DPS doing that?
Yeah, exactly,
Um,
exactly. You just want to recognize that what is happening is your thought it gonna influence your results and what you feel as well a lot of times. So you
yeah.
can just kind of create
Mhm,
this another path potentially, like just
mm,
do something else within your thoughts. Maybe try to form more helpful thoughts, which can help you to form more helpful actions for you, basically.
mm,
Because we just want to recognize when we have this, then you're also getting a more tilted mindset a lot of times. This is what we tell. Like you focus on external, and that's not gonna help you as much a lot of
yep.
times. Okay. So, what do you think? What could be more helpful thoughts in this case?
Um, mm, maybe like maybe some stuff I could have done better. Um,
It can be.
in terms of like, yeah.
So it's just gonna be, can I do X? Should I? Maybe I can do. It's just something you can phrase it differently, but I think it's good
Yep.
if you're just able to identify. Okay, is there something I can pay attention to? Maybe you can also say it's this from just more psychology as well. It's just you can recognize what do you think and kind of the feeling. Maybe it's sometimes okay, we get angry, maybe
Hmm.
we get frustrated, but then I'm frustrated. Let's try to do this. It's instead of I'm frustrated and because this DPS are doing the stupid stuff, so it's just gonna be you doing something. So let's just say
Hmm.
when you have this thought feel, then you can just form more helpful actions. Can I do this or should I do that? Should I do
Hmm.
Y, for example? Yeah, anything. So X and Y is just your potential things you might be doing within the game. And what you can do to just have this reminder, maybe use the notes, maybe try to just write down stuff somewhere to remind you, because it's not going to be easy. When you write in the moment, your mindset's still going to shift towards the previous behaviors. So
Hmm.
you can just
Yep.
try to form, make sure you're consistent trying to form the new, and then eventually it's going to be better. I think maybe have some sort of reminder, maybe have the
Mm.
notes. You can also just have those with notes. It can be written, it can be sticky notes, maybe the phone, stuff
Hmm.
like that, just to remind yourself, okay, this happens. You look at the notes and then might help you, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that could help. Yeah, it's just good to realize, like in a game, oh, you're tilted. You should stop being tilted.
Yeah, stop being tilted, but do what instead? Because when you say stop, your mind a lot of times it's not working this way. It's kind of, if I tell you stop thinking about the white monkey, for example. This is from Indian
Hmm.
culture. Okay, so they tell
Hmm.
they tell yeah a lot of them they use this analogy. Okay, I'm trying to stop thinking about this, but what do you think? What are you thinking right now? You're thinking about that white monkey exactly. So it's hard
Hmm.
to say stop thinking. You rather need to say okay, think about this. Yeah, think about that. I can think about the elephant or think about something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
an analogy, but it's
yeah.
yeah. So you gotta form
Hmm.
something. Can I do? That's what we do with this. Yeah, it's really important. So instead of stop thinking about my DPS, you will think about your DPS if you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So gotta let's just say form your thoughts just in a way that think about X something. There has to be something. Okay. What else? What do you think?
Um.
Anything what could be
Gosh.
helpful in the middle of the game, especially
Yeah.
if there's anything, of course.
Mm, I mean, in the middle of a game, you're usually just thinking about like positioning or where you should be. Um, I'm not sure how like or how I can connect it to like the tilting. Um,
What you can do in real life to stop yourself feeling tilted, potentially. What do you think?
like take a breath, take a deep breath, calm yourself.
Yeah, breathing actually a lot of times underrated, but really helps because you in the middle of the match, you don't have time to do anything else. I think it's okay to
Mhm.
just
Yep.
do something what I like to say lazy breathing. So you take the laziest breaths possible and you inhale and exhale just 3 times, for example, and you see it's gonna work much better because generally speaking, when we're tilted, our heart rate is gonna increase, and if you do something to decrease it, like that lazy breathing, that can influence your responses, your how just your
Mhm.
mind and the heart rate. Yeah, it's gonna be different. You will have not as high heart rate anymore. I think this is a good one. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Um, Instead of breathing, I think breathing is a pretty good example. Um,
Yeah. What do you think about just some other stuff like your posture? How do you just
mhm.
uh cl-
Like maybe I could like
yeah.
straighten my posture a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm too like leaned in,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Something can keep an eye on. It's just a lot of stuff, like small
Yep.
stuff, but all of that adds up together.
Mhm.
Maybe it's just
Yep.
the way we sit, the way we also hold depends on the player. They have a controller or they have a mouse and keyboard as well. Just how do you
Yep.
click stuff? And yeah, definitely pay attention to that. And what else? Yeah, I think it's also maybe setting. It's more long term, but getting something what can increase your focus. Stuff like in real life. So just kind of say okay, posture, but can also be. Do you have enough water? Staying hydrated.
Mm.
Sleep, food, and such. Yeah, all of that can influence you in the long term, and
Yep.
exercise as well. And are you taking breaks or not? Something we mentioned before.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just
Mm.
more consistent habits to kind of form this, but improvement way because you have all of these variables together. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Any questions about this, or maybe anything to add as well? What do you think?
Uh, no, I think it's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Nice. Okay. So let's do that then. You can try this out. As usual, I will post the notes and the document we got, and should be
Hmm.
good. Oh, what about the previous notes, by the way? Did you have a chance to apply some of those? I think especially the playtime, just to see how it works for you.
Yeah. I think now I'm like after every like third loss, like if I do two in a row, I honestly I play one more. If I lose that third game, I would just probably stop for like the day or a couple hours, depending on how early I'm playing. Um, it's helped me a lot because like again, usually I would play like third game I lose, and then I play like three more, and then I lose those three. So the breaks help me. Because I honestly I feel like just better after I take a break and then I play again. Um, and then the replays, I've been trying to watch the replays. Like I watched one yesterday. Where I was just trying to break down like um a loss. Like, oh, why did I do this? I should have been better positioned here. It
Hmm.
took about like 15 minutes. Yeah, it's been better for sure.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So it's been better. Nice. I can keep thinking about this. I think the long term, it's good. And yeah, maybe if there's anything else what's been difficult so far, just overall in your games besides what you mentioned. I think you mentioned that you, yeah, so that's been pretty much when you get tilted. That's it. You
Yeah.
might make
Mhm.
those mistakes. But is there anything specific what's been difficult with just implementing the concepts or?
Um, I feel like sometimes after a loss, I honestly I don't want to watch a replay because I know I'm playing bad in that game. I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch it because like it just happened and I kind of played bad, so I
That's
would just
okay.
kind of lay off it.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have to watch right after. I think you can. Usually with water use, it's okay if you take 1, 2 times during the week and spend 10, 15 minutes. That's it. You don't need to spend a lot of
yeah,
time water viewing, I think.
hmm,
And this way you can also be not as biased. And bias can go
yeah,
both ways. So you can just think about
hmm,
that you did really well or you think you did really bad, but in reality it's not. So you can just
yep,
be less biased when you look at the replays later in the 3, 4, 5
hmm,
days or so. It's fine.
yep,
Yeah, every week you can do that 1, 2 times is good enough, I think, for your rank and with your playtime
mm.
especially. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, is there's so yeah, you can continue. Is there's anything else or
In terms of like implementing the concepts, not really. Um, Honestly, there's been like two or three characters I've been having problems with like playing against or adjusting to as tank. Or just in general. Uh, like Magic and Bucky are the two that come to mind immediately, I would say. Um, those two give me a really hard time as like Venom or Strange. But yeah.
I see. So what is exactly tough? I see you mentioned a few things. you notes as well. You're trying to continue to push into eternity, but also want to learn some counters or how to adjust to characters like Baki and magic is a thing.
Yeah.
So it's just playing versus them. So I understand it correctly, or with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus.
hmm
Okay. Okay. What's exactly hard versus that
Well,
matchup?
like for example, with Bucky, um, I have trouble with like his CC, especially his grab, because it's kind of sudden and it comes out of nowhere because he's always trying to peek and get a grab from like a corner. Um, and when you get pulled in, I mean, you just die in like 3 seconds because the whole team's there. You can't really avoid it as tank. Like if I'm Venom, I dive in, and then I try to swing away, but he grabs me with his hook, and then I can't do anything, and I'm dead. Or with strings, he just pulls me in, and if I'm flying, same thing.
Makes
So it's
sense.
just tough avoiding his CC.
Makes sense.
And obviously Bucky can team wipe with his ult if he gets it off right. Um,
What
and
about
with
sedate
magic,
ability or
yeah.
freeze like Luna Snow as well? Is it the same or?
Um, yeah, with Venom, it's been I think with Luna, it's probably his most difficult matchup in the backline, just because the freeze comes up instant. Um, but honestly, usually after that, I just tend to kind of um like I just try to go back for her again because I still have my shield, and if that doesn't work, I just swing. And usually, honestly, they don't hit me when I'm frozen. They just focus on everyone else, so I don't take any damage.
I see. I
Um,
see.
yeah.
I see. It might just bullish your position in this case a little bit more. It's just also knowing how to bait out stuff. It's similar to the games like Overwatch again. There are a lot of CCs which can
hmm
pull you in or out. And even in this game, if you play around cover well and time your
hmm
engagements as well, I think it's going to be easier. Yeah, we can take a look. We can
Yep.
take a look at the replays and see is there's anything you could be doing better. Just regarding that, do you have examples where it was difficult with all those matchups, or
I mean the one I sent you like in the
yeah,
DMs
and
before, I think that was with a Bucky, and he was messing our team up.
yeah,
Um,
sure, yeah,
yeah, that
can
one.
take a look at that one. Okay, I'm just gonna find it. Okay, so DMs. So it's our Discord DMs.
Yep.
Yeah, let me see. If you can, I see that. So it's 309. This one. It seems. Is it this one? Royal Palace?
Yeah.
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 Okay, we can take a look at this one and the other games. Let me see your notes on
Wait,
those.
wait, wait, wait,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
wait. It's not that one.
not that one. Yeah.
It starts with I'll just send it again.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, let me see. Oh,
You're good.
zero. Okay, 106. I see you. Yeah. Let's take a look at that one. And about the previous games, you sent me 3 replay codes so far. What do you want to look at in those
Yep.
games as well?
Those are all games that I think I've played in and lost. And I would just consider those three like my main characters. Wait, that's not the one.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? That's weird. Six
Maybe
two five one.
it's yeah, 25, 16,
Yeah.
23. Yeah, I think everything's correct. Maybe, hmm,
Wait, what?
maybe the patch update just cleared the previous replays. That's why. Because if there's a patch update, then you're not able to watch the previous replays.
When did the patch happen again? When did the patch happen?
Maybe
Like,
to be honest,
really? Let
when
me
was the
see.
last one? I think it was previous week. So it was after the session, but yeah, I can check.
Oh, January 22nd. No, it
Oh,
should have
actually, no.
been
Oh,
fine.
maybe there was another game then. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm mistaken. Well,
I don't know, cause I don't know. That's the ID. Maybe I messed something up.
maybe there's one
I
number
don't
or
know.
something. I know, but yeah, it seems that someone
Oh,
else replay for some reason
well,
now. You can maybe
You can
also do
use one of
this
the
where
ones.
you
Yeah.
pin. I think it's also more convenient. You create the star, just kind of pin the replay. Obviously, you send the replay in the doc
Yeah.
too. I think it's
Yeah.
good.
I should have pinned that one. I should have pinned that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also just for
Wait.
the.
If you can give me like 2 minutes really quick, I think I can find it.
Oh yeah, sure. Take your time.
Um.
Yeah, yeah. Take your time.
Yeah. Just give me 2 minutes. I gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Take your time.
I
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to look for it. Mm,
If you play too many games, I think it's not gonna be possible to find.
I think that is the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, if you play too
I
many, then it's gonna be tough.
Hold on, maybe this one. Let's see. 12. Um. Ooh, this one was early too. Yeah, that might be an issue.
That's okay. We can take a look at the other replays you saved. Maybe we can go over
Okay.
the
Yep.
over everything later a little bit more. Overall, the concept is gonna be universal. We can discuss it more just with how the
Okay.
use
Yeah.
cover and just set up
Mm-hmm.
so you can bait out stuff and then go in later. It's a pretty universal
Yep.
idea. Yeah. Do you want to look at the Venom replay first?
Yeah, we can look at the Venom detail. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. And for the other things, for the other goals, I see that you saved some of the Wolverine Doctor Strange matches. Do we want to also
Yep.
look at
Mm.
those?
Yeah, we can look at those too. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What kind of character you want us to focus on more today, Wolverine or Doctor Strange?
We can. I think we can focus on Strange more because I seem to just get Strange. Strange has been banned a lot more in my matches. Sorry, Wolverine has been banned a lot more in my matches. So
Yeah,
probably Strange.
yeah, yeah. Well, Suddenly, people started banning Wolverine more,
Yeah,
just because.
it's every game now. It's every
Yeah.
game.
Before it was not the case. It was Hawkeye, Hala.
Yep.
Wait, replay expired. Why? No, it shouldn't. It's there. Why it's actually doing that? That's a weird one because in the game, in the Overwatch, if you save the replay and there's no patch, then you can watch it. And here, huh?
Mm,
Replay expired. Why?
that's weird.
It says it's here. Interesting. So we're just not able to watch this one. Hmm.
Damn, that's weird.
Well, can we watch the Doctor Strange one? I'm just gonna check. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we can watch that one. That one's really recent.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the replays because I
yeah.
was pretty sure if you do this and it actually does this, you
Hmm.
just yeah, we see
Yeah.
your replay, but it says it's expired for some reason. My people can have a workaround such as just get the replay 2-3 days beforehand, maybe the recent ones. Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
this one is just expired too.
What?
Yeah.
That was like yesterday.
Was it let me try out this. Okay, I'm just gonna let me try it just in case might be
Weird.
helping us. I will stop streaming and I will try to relog in the game. Maybe it will help.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm
'Cause
not.
I'm yeah.
Yeah, not sure what's there. I will try to use different
Hmm.
account as well. Might be helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Because
see.
I just pulled up the game on my thing and it just worked.
Yeah,
The
interesting.
replay.
Yeah. I think there's something is up with the Steam. I think I'm just gonna relog. Should work. Okay, exit the game. Okay, let's click play. By the way, did you look to figure out the screen share, or it's not working for you?
Yeah, so I actually live in China, so I can't apparently. They don't let me.
Yeah, they don't allow
Um
the screen share on Discord, right?
yeah, they don't allow it. Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
ya. I see ya. I see ya. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay in this case. We can more focus on the water use then, and it's most of the time it
Mm.
should be valuable anyway. More valuable. It's okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna screen share again. Screen share. Here we go.
Yeah.
It should work. Should work just fine. Yeah, let's check. Okay, your previous replays. Let's start with Venom one. I'm gonna copy and let's go. Let's do this as well. So we just, in case it's gonna be slightly better, full screen. Okay, good. Then go here, much replays. Here we go. There's one. It's working. Yeah.
Please work. Oh,
Apparently there
there we
was a
go.
bug. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe there was a bug or something. That's why.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know. It seems that relogging solved the problem. Okay, we got
yeah.
Spider-Man. Okay, good. Yeah, so the Spider-Man map. Oh wait, it's yeah, it's a different one. Okay. So we're playing Venom and I forget the name sometimes, but yeah, we got the top right high ground, the Wolverine staying with us, sure. Go on the wall. Yeah, apparently you can stand on the top of the roof, but this
Yeah.
one can be pretty decent. You can look for an easy dive. Okay,
Mm.
let's keep watching. Okay, all walks to the choke, so you have to decide
Yep.
what do you do next.
Yeah, I looked at them. I was like, there's no one there, so I just have to.
Yeah, kind of look for the brush and the choke there. Okay, just quick dive, escape. You did slow them as well. Let's watch that again. So just right after the dive. So you do this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's good. If you slow them in a choke, when they start walking, it's just your team can deal more additional damage as well. I think
Yeah.
they made decent commitment. Okay.
Mhm.
By the way, the replay. Let me see. The replay against so it's the third replay, and there's a Baki. Yeah, there's a Baki as well. Is it? Oh, there's another one
Mhm.
versus the Baki too. Yeah, we can maybe watch this one a little and then watch the one you sent me. Check if it works too.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's gonna be fine. Yeah, yeah, but this. Okay, pressure on the choke. Go back. This a little bit awkward. Want to be careful with the positioning because we're out in the open. But sure, okay. Yeah, so this is what you can push a little bit more, and it's gonna be challenging. I think especially with just the Mario rivals, you have pretty open maps, but if possible, whenever you're trying to do the pressure, it's just the idea of how do I apply pressure without exposing my hitbox too much.
Hmm.
So you can try to minimize the amount of angles you deal with. You try to shoot the target whatever you want to,
Hmm.
but you're not exposing yourself to unmeaningful damage. For instance, if I'm here trying to just push these guys, okay, and then I start
Yeah.
pressuring the Venom later, which kind of makes sense. He's isolated, yeah, it's fine. But you can try to think how you're gonna position so the other angles which are not meaningful to you now, which you don't want to absorb the pressure now, you not exposing to them
Hmm.
as much. So in this
Yeah.
case might be a little bit challenging. Yeah, there's kind of no cover, really open point. But at the same time thinking, what kind of area would want to try to lean towards when pushing this Venom? Just with all the information knowing, well, there's guys coming in this way. There's a Spider-Man too. I'm thinking, what is
Hmm.
that direction you want to take? Do you want to keep playing here? Or what your next move should be? Do you move side or right? Do you move side or left? This sort of stuff. What do you think? How
Yeah.
should you approach this? Yeah.
Well, I think, yeah. Well, I think looking at it, I think we can't push them back, obviously, because the whole team's gonna come move up. And that's kind of what the Venom wants us to do. So probably just push it left or right, so we can still see what the team is doing. If they're trying to push or if they're just sitting there trying to poke.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So push left and right. So you're saying go towards the left corner here, or
Yeah.
sure. Okay. So it's just for. I think it's fine for the moment when they're diving in. Maybe when they're isolated, you realize okay, it's fine. But then later we can switch the targets later, but also do it in a way so you're not exposed to every piece of damage on the angle. So you kind of choose
Yep.
what you can pressure, and it's just you do through the setup. So for example, if I'm trying to minimize the threats, I can use this horizontal cover up on the high ground, or I can do like what this guy's doing, Raccoon, using the high ground and just trying to also use that as their cover. Maybe you can try to peek and shoot. Let's say this corner, I can try to use this one
Hmm.
and minimize the pressure. I think as Venom, yeah, you have to be at the short range, so it's not as easy to do. Sometimes, yeah, you will be in the open, but just maybe keeping this idea in mind can be helpful a lot of times. That's where you might notice that it's gonna be easier to do the stuff, just bait the abilities to try to play around those more, basically. So I'm thinking, you see, even this, you walk back now, and there's a wall on the left side. So instead of
Yeah.
walking back here or the right side, I can maybe try to choose. Okay, thinking, this case, maybe try to walk. And this one is a little bit challenging. Maybe try to walk towards the left a little bit more, just in case, so you have uh, ability to get closer to cover. So see, it's not that I am hiding behind the cover instantly, because you're out in the open. I think multiple people still can shoot you, but
Hmm.
it's just kind of you get closer to the cover, and maybe you can shortly swing and get on the angle. I think try to just get on the behind the cover. Basically, you can do it from here as well, but it's just with the uptime and with the how fast you can do it, I think can be important. So you're not just standing out in the open, but kind of lean towards the certain area. I know it's kind of harder here to
Yeah.
recognize, but yeah, we kind of watch that more in the see what are the possibilities. Here it's really open map too, so it might be difficult.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just kind of keep applying pressure. Sure, okay. There's Luna Snow. Yeah, so this sort of stuff. For example, if you go on the top right, okay, and then you can choose
Yep.
your engagement, kind of try to dive in, okay. Sure. There is Wolverine. Ult should be winning this fight, okay. You guys should be okay. Could try to chase them shortly. Yeah, yeah, should be good. Yeah, now it's time. Now it's time to start escaping. Can do some damage, but be careful with overstaying here,
Yep.
so not getting poked as much. Okay, get up on the wall. That's good. Now the next push is gonna start in the choke, and see. Okay, with this, basically same story. You can when you're diving in, it's good to dive in and try to cut off their backline and such. But I can also try to consider if I'm diving the backline, what corner I'm diving. So instead of diving at the open, just choosing the area or the character. Yeah, you can kind of choose the corner you can dive towards. So you have that as a fallback option potentially. So for example, if I dive
Yep.
the Luna, I can go towards the left, and maybe if she's pushing me, then I'm not exposed to auto damage like this. I can just peek out like that way, or maybe this right side cover. If anybody's closer, then it's fine. Instead of just instant ended up in the open. Yeah, you do a lot of damage, I think, with the slam. Kind of missed just a little bit there, but I
Yeah.
think it can be helpful. You can dive closer to the corner, do a lot of damage. Something bad happens, you kind of maintain this angle. So it's constantly just go from corner to corner. Yeah, I'm gonna say that with your dives and with just your how you position in general can be good. If you walk, yeah, because it's understandable later. You have the ultimate, you can walk in the open, but just
Yep.
slight. Yeah, so slight more attention. Oh, you can actually wall climb this too, and wall climb the wall.
Yeah.
It's nice. And oh, by the way, exactly this. Because you're closer to the wall, what we've been saying before is if I'm closer to the wall, I have an opportunity to also wall climb up on the wall if something happens instead of being out in the open. So yes, there are cases when you
Yep.
will be, but it's just okay here, reasonable, but just keep an eye on what corner we're gonna use later. So, what do you think about this one? What is that corner you using now? Is your cover option potentially later on? Multiple
Um.
people, but yeah.
Yeah. Uh. Yeah. I think here. I mean, I think when I'm usually positioned there as Venom, I'm honestly just trying to target like the support. I wasn't really trying to look at like a corner. Um, I guess, but like that general area, like leading up to the path to the point, I guess I usually just target anywhere there.
Yeah, but
But
we're saying
yeah,
we just lean towards the cover. Why? Because we don't want to be unnecessarily damaged, just in case by
yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah, of course,
people.
yeah.
Okay. So can you also position just lean towards one of the corners, and if he asks them which one,
Mhm,
just because of the how the enemy goes. See the Luna Snow there, the Strange is there. You choose to dive the backline, which can be okay. I think this is good dive, but what corner you use as
mhm.
a cover to minimize the exposure towards the other guys who you don't want to shoot you?
Yeah, I could probably just lean to the left a little bit.
Like
Um,
here.
like the left corner.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one,
I could.
over there, yeah,
Yeah,
possibly, yeah.
yeah,
Maybe can also be this one can work, but you have this kind of sharper sideline Luna Snow. I think this one is okay.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and see, you're gonna be exactly doing this. You're gonna have the damage, but you're cutting off this because you don't need that. You're not
Mhm,
targeting that anyway, and that's the point of the tank.
yeah.
You need to absorb pressure, but it should be meaningful as well. I think you don't have to
Mhm,
expose yourself to a lot of stuff right away. That's what happens there. We kind of just walk in, and if we just kind of able to isolate more and think, okay, what are the
mhm.
targets? A little bit mess up with the aim there too. I think there was one guy low, but it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just might be difficult. Okay, using stuff. We have to reset. Now get on the angle, sure. And see, using corners is exactly allowing you to do that as well. Is if they have some abilities
Mhm,
like the SSC and such, even though you have pretty big hitbox, it's just because I'm also thinking what cover I'm using. You have a decent range versus the SSC, or being intentional about baiting out those. You can do that. You can just peek out and hide always. So the stuff like freeze or a Bucky's hook, because it's not instant as well. It takes
Mhm.
there's a travel time. You can try to hide around these areas. Yeah. Okay. Davening contesting point makes sense. Yeah, there's no other thing to do. But think, okay, what is that next wall I'm gonna lean towards so I can escape? Yeah, like that right side. Okay. Davening, sure. Then, yeah, you guys recontesting. You can just farm ult charge at this point with using
Yep.
Luna. Yeah, okay. It's alright. Yeah, can set up now again. Let's see. Yeah, they kind of went all the way back. It seems okay. Going up on this wall. By the way, how do you think you should set up if you know they might come out from the choke on the left and the right side? What could you do?
Yeah. I think uh what I could do, maybe I could set up on the wall that they're trying to attack from, like in that room right there, that hallway on the right.
Yeah, but
I could set up on the wall like right above them.
sure, but the thing is, they might come out this way, might come out this way, and you don't know
Yeah,
that. So what's more consistent way to set up to be able to deal with both of those options? Is it
so
still?
maybe in like the middle of the wall,
It might be.
or it could
It's
be
just this
on
cover got
like
destroyed, I think, as well on the right
yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, possibly it could be. So you kind of can choose the power spot, just which is allowing you to do more. Maybe if they going right, then you have an answer. Or they going this way, you have an answer. That was just so tricky. They destroyed some of the cover there, so might get poked out
Yep.
earlier. So probably maybe sit on the wall. Sure, you can try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
lean
right
towards the
there.
side, but then later if you notice them coming right side, then you can reposition slightly so you're not getting poked as much, I
Hmm.
think. Yeah, even though
Yep.
they're gonna break the corner, you can still dive them, but yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit too early. You need to just let them come out. I
Yeah,
think you can
yeah.
set up on the wall first.
Hmm.
Yeah, once the ult is over, you can get the Psylocke, yes, okay. And now with this, you just need to be more deliberate. Don't play out in the open and just kind of think, okay, how do I minimize angles? There's Spider-Man on the left, sorry, right, and this guy's on the left. So just deal with one angle and choose what you're
Hmm.
gonna push. So what do you need to push now, actually? What angle you need to push?
Yeah, I gotta push. I gotta push left.
Yeah,
Gotta make Strange, Bucky, and Luna look at me. Yeah.
yeah, push left, that's it. So choose one angle, and this is what I say. You need to deal with one angle at a time. There's a simple rule. You don't need to
Hmm.
deal with... So this is basically one angle here, Doctor Strange and Bucky, sliding another one with Luna, and sliding another one Spider-Man. And if I know what kind of cover I'm using to minimize my hitbox, then it helps. So, for example, you can dive in this way, lean towards the left wall, and I'm not as exposed to Spider-Man or maybe Luna Snow. It requires for her to walk forward. If she walks forward, then your teammates can also shoot them a little bit more. Stuff like that. It's just always keeping that in mind. We don't want to play in the middle. Just choose the dangerous angle you want to go towards, and I think it's good enough. You don't need to deal with everything at the same time
Hmm.
and be forced to use your abilities. Even though you probably win this, there's a high chance. Oh, they're using ultimate though, so maybe. Alright. Okay, so it's 4. I just wonder, yeah, what happens because you eventually lose this. It seems, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah, the more dives on just deliberate dives would help for sure. Well, somebody could stay alive and then don't play point again. Just search for the target. Think, okay, where's that dangerous somebody is coming from? Probably again setup.
Hmm.
Yeah, just guys all sit on the main there, and that's why getting killed by Spider-Man ult. Yeah, just needed to set up and then you could
Yeah.
make the difference, I think. Now, it's a little bit
Yeah. Yeah. We
unfortunate.
just lost to Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, if people could control, like, this high on there, or somebody on the right, somebody over here, it would be just so right. I don't
Hmm.
know, everybody is just stuck on point for some reason. You definitely shouldn't be the one who is staying on point too. Even though the fight is kind of over, yeah, it always if they have an ultimate, there's always chance that they might turn it around. So be careful.
Hmm. So I always should be like on the wall or something like that to try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
always
surprised.
set up. Yeah, it's like just no need because they can poke out you early as well. It's
Hmm.
just not as good. And it's when
Yeah.
we diving, so it's gonna be an outer layer. When you dive, you just can anticipate what corner you use, so you deal with not as many angles. So you can just try to think, okay, what I'm dealing with now is it the most dangerous one? By the way, what do you think? If you're diving in now, and just go back. So it's kind of seems reasonable, but yeah, what's your thoughts? Is it good? Maybe doing better dive, or what's your thoughts?
I think it's okay. I mean, honestly, when I'm diving, I try to aim for squishies. So if that's support or DPS, like here I'm trying to target the Invisible Woman. I think I was already like predetermined. But I want like Bucky and Strange to look at me. Obviously, if I'm diving, they're gonna try to attack me. So I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just say this: you, when you dive in this backline, can your team actively do something towards this right now?
They're getting pushed by Psylocke and
Yeah.
Spider-Man right
Yeah.
now, so
Yeah. So seems
they can't
decent. Yeah.
really press up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is what you want to look for. Yeah. Just making sure this one is consistent. If you're diving in, then
Hmm.
the rest of my team they also able to do something. I would just extend, maybe if you want to dive, just do the second leader. Maybe it might be even
Hmm.
more helpful based on where your team's position is. It's just it can also help you with the cover. You start absorbing pressure and the better
Yeah.
spot. It's still good, I think. Yeah. And now again, you can set up and use the corner, so you're exposed to a lot of damage there. So see, you can just be more deliberate. If I'm shooting, even though I'm shooting Doctor Strange, or I'm shooting this angle here, you're staying up in the main, you're getting pressured by this and this. What if I lean towards this left
Hmm.
side? What if I, like we said, go up, set up? This way you have an option to just deal with those guys over here, maybe at the start, real quick.
Yep.
Of course, there's gonna be a time when you diving in, yeah, you're kind of in the middle, but you're getting poked out a lot here, so you want to be careful.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like even this, you just minimize your hitbox by going up in the wall. So only this and this they can see you, and somebody inside it will not be
Hmm.
able to see you. And then you're diving in. Yeah, it might seem like a small thing, but it's just because not as many people are shooting you. People who,
Hmm.
especially who your team cannot control. It's yeah, it's good to just be exposed to only the active damage which your team can control, sort of, which we,
Hmm.
yeah, which we want to deal with. Yeah, ability wise, there's no problem, and just all of that too. Yeah, the setup I think got better too, kind of on the wall quite frequently too.
Hmm.
Okay, ultimate. Yeah, disengaging. So just need to get healed first. Yeah, okay. Yeah, after getting healed, you can set up again.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems engaging. Okay, can set up again. So don't play main. Just go forward.
Hmm.
You don't want to sit on the point.
Yep.
Go forward somewhere and sit on the wall over here. This way you can minimize the angles. So something,
I
yeah,
think my controller
yeah,
disconnected or something.
controller,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So see, this one is okay. You're diving in the Salak. You're not dealing with this left side. But you deal with the right
Hmm.
side, isolate a target, one angle at a time, then go here. So this side are better, but don't do this. If you're shooting the tour,
Yeah.
then
I should
just
probably set up on the wall
yeah,
right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can set up the wall, just kind of shoot the tour, or choose another target. Just go after isolated again, like that invisible woman. Deal with
Hmm.
one angle at a time.
Yep.
Like you expose yourself unnecessarily to all that damage now. This is
Hmm.
something what your team
Okay.
is not controlling yet. This is what I'm saying. Is this you see like a
Hmm.
lot of necessary damage. Of course, you're getting healed too, but to think about your supports could also be shooting stuff too, instead of healing
Yeah. Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
true.
good.
Hmm.
Yeah, really, really exposed. Right cover, hug the corners,
Yep.
just sit there, or hug the corner here, dive in, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we can watch the attack, I think, a little bit more. And then we can watch the... You want to watch Doctor Strange as well?
Yeah, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, the setup get better for sure, I think. And just this 180 corners, just more consistency around the corners, even this just helps you to stay alive on the angles overall. You can always be not as exposed to a lot of damage. Okay. Let's watch your setup. How can you just minimize your exposure too? Probably could get faster rotation there with the swing right
Mm-hmm.
away.
I can probably just swing right
Yeah,
and the start of the match. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. See, just slightly different. See the way you dive in could work, but at the same time, what if? So this angle over there, somebody
Mm-hmm.
might be on point, just to not allow them to shoot me at the start. Yeah, maybe just kind of can even try to go this way first, and then dive in, and then use this
Mm-hmm.
corner instead. And you just maybe you can also dive in straight away too, but then think, okay, I'm gonna hug this, maybe use the HP pack. Let's see. So you just kind of go out in the middle a little bit, and then there's a lot of
Yep.
damage. It's not necessary. It's not necessary now. Your team is
Yep.
still on this fighting the choke. You can basically sit
Mm-hmm.
sit here and shoot the Luna Snow, for example. Now we're too far,
Yeah.
getting pushed away, you survive, but could be better HP trade. And HP pack is really
Mm-hmm.
important. And just repeat the cycle after. So if your team's pushing here,
Yeah.
pushing the point, where could you go the next time?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
Like where I could have set up instead of like where what I did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, well, it's just no, no. I think it's not easy to do something for you right now because the get poked out a lot. But yeah, eventually, if you're trying to dive in the point, where you would go, you just minimize the exposure, make it easier for you to also dive these guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think I could have just like set up on a different angle. I mean, like for me diving, at the start.
Yeah. So
I
which
mean,
which one? Which
like
one
I said, I could
exactly?
have, yeah.
Hmm.
Like if I just went over to the other angle, like the one here with the two pillars on the right,
Pillars on the
um,
right. Okay, but
and then I dived there.
is it good 180 angle or is it maybe there could be a better one? Because see, your team's walking from here. This choke there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Mm-hmm.
there's another option for you as well?
I mean, maybe on the left, like on the wall.
The left one? Yeah. So what's the difference between the left and the right?
Because the team's already, or the opposing team is already looking at us on the right side. So
Mm-hmm.
if I come in from the left, they won't notice me, and then they are forced to look at me because I'm a dive and
Yeah.
support,
Yeah.
and
It's
then the
just
rest of the team can push up.
exactly this deeper. They have to look around more. I think that's it. You just go here. Use
Mm-hmm.
this as a cover. Again, you're thinking I'm using this area as my cover, and then you're gonna be limiting yourself and be trying to minimizing a hitbox. I mean, trying to maybe dive in those guys or try to dive in those, and then you're not exposed to some of unnecessary damage over here, and it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
better. Now we're kind of out in the open. Just keep repeating the cycle. Yeah, you can just
Yep.
swing in on the angle, like what are you gonna do later, but maybe don't dive right away. Kind of go to the corner first and then dive. From there, it
Mm-hmm.
just would be take like a second of your time, but I think this way it's also gonna be easier to set up. Yeah, the dive on the backline, it's reasonable though. That's alright. Okay. Yeah, clear this area. Now should be... Well, I use an ultimate. Yeah. Using cover, HP pack, go up right. It's fine. a revive thing there. Okay, diving in. And this is where again you can think even here it's just what cover I'm leaning towards. So you don't move right, you move left. So just a little bit. So you
Hmm.
force the student to walk forward. It's always what cover I'm using after the dive, what cover I'm leaning towards. Doesn't matter if you use it or not. It just
Mm.
makes it those guys to walk more towards something. So
Yep.
always good. Uh, any questions about anything so far?
Um, no, I think it's good. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's good so far.
Yeah. Do you want to watch the Strange replay?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, but so far it's what I would look at then. Just
Hmm.
your
Yep.
corners. Yeah, just how to maintain angles is what helps you. Just because I'm staying alive with
Hmm.
dealing with one angle at a time. Corners, you dive in corners. Gonna go from, let's say, go from corner to corner. And also don't forget to repeat the setup. So after you're done with, yeah, after you're done with the dive, just repeat. Yeah, repeat a
Yep.
cycle of setup more. So it's just not on the main. It's fun to shoot. I think
Hmm.
it's fun to shoot stuff, but you have to understand: is it a reasonable amount of pressure now, or it's just tanking? The also tanking active angle, making sure that I just force the attention of the guys who do more on the field.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let me see. So the strange one is the first. Okay, so the first here. Yeah. Let's watch this here. Okay. Spot Islands. Yeah, what do you think you need to work on as Doctor Strange so far?
Um, I think uh probably like mm, uh probably some stuff with my shield maybe because right now what I do is I pull my shield up, I shoot, I pull my shield up, I shoot, or I just hold my shield like for my team to push up. I feel like there's got to be better ways for me to use it, or more ways I could use my shield.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but other than that, I'm okay. Maybe some stuff with my portal plays, but other than that, I think it's okay.
makes sense. Okay. Now let's watch. So,
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know he could do that. I can't
yeah,
lie.
you can kind of just stop in the air. Why do you choose to start at
Yeah.
this corner over here initially? I'll play there.
Um, I'm not sure. I think in the moment I was thinking I can just see who's coming out right here. And then whoever comes out if they try to attack me, I can just pull up the shield. Um, Honestly, as strange, I'm not sure about like the positioning because he has a good shield. He has okay HP for a tank.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So the main point why I stay here is just to scout.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. Is there any other spot you can take to be able to scout as well? Why not to play up on
Um,
this tower? Why not to play over here? This sort of stuff. What's the difference?
like there was sorry, could you say it again?
Yeah. Why not to play on this tower? Or why not to play over here? What is the difference?
Yeah. I think like if I play up there, like the building
Mm-hmm.
that I'm standing next to, I think they could notice me easier. I mean, obviously, I'm probably in the line of sight if they just look up. Here they could also see me, but it's less obvious. Um, but I think in terms of comparing the spots, I think it's easier for me to either be on high ground because um I can just use my shield to shoot.
Oh, yeah?
If I'm down there, I'm prone to a lot more damage, and so many people are looking at me. And there's gonna be a tank down they're already on my team, so
Yeah.
they have to look up both ways.
Yeah, because if you're saying the main point is also to scout too, and it's easier to scout up there, and you do the same damage
Yeah.
from there too. And yes, this
Mhm.
cover is destructible, but so is that wall too. It's destructible too. It does matter
Mhm.
because you have verticality. With this guy, you just need to set up on more vertical spots. Something it just doesn't make sense to
Mhm.
not take advantage of that too. I can literally be sitting up
Yeah.
here as well, and I can
Yeah.
shoot.
Oh,
And
yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is really the spot I use with, Venom usually, right
mhm.
here on the roof.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not as if you got any mobility, you need to somehow to abuse it to set up. So it's just different stories we discussed
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Venom, but it's just
Mhm.
slightly different angles. You cannot go deep on the back line because you don't have a lot of horizontal mobility like Venom, but you can try to take more
Mhm.
up positions vertical, and because you're gonna force some attention of the enemy team, they will try to go on you, and you can use your
Mhm.
shield selfishly. You can use a dark magic, this the ability when they get close you can damage them, you know. So but it's
Mhm.
because you first you force them to look at you. You just try to set up, just use high gun
Yep.
more, just go on the verticality, and you're gonna be it's gonna be good. Yeah, because now just making also it's so much easier for those guys to push.
Yeah.
Imagine if they look around at two different areas. You also have your ability up when you're staying here. You can shift towards another angle, another high ground, and just sit there. I don't know why people play choke. It's again similar thing with how people played on Overwatch. If you know, there's a big
Mhm.
character like Reinhardt. They can shield everything. They can shield the area, and that's how a lot of people been playing this character. You don't need to do. You don't want to do that.
Mhm.
You don't want your shield to be for your teammates. You want it to be a selfish resource, which allows you to be aggressive first of all, and because of being aggressive then teammates, enemy team, they will turn attention towards you. So you keep playing those soft angle.
Mhm.
By the way, does it make sense what soft angle means? Soft angle just closer to your team. So you're not going deep like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Venom. Yeah, yeah. So it's closer to your
Yeah,
team,
yeah,
but
yeah.
with
I get you.
verticality. Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Mhm. Yep.
So try to use that as much as possible, I think, and will be good. Okay, let's keep watching. Just so much space you have to give up because of it too.
Mhm.
As guys, I think pretty much everybody, even at the high T, a lot of times you see people stay in main, and this makes sense to play main sometimes, if you got big advantage, especially, but why not to, like, literally, I sit here, and I can do a lot of damage from up there, from this top high
Yeah.
gun. Like now, what your next setup could be looking like? Where could it be? Right away. Where could you go?
Probably on the left because that building you can break the building on the left,
Yeah, you can. I think
maybe.
it's also even possible to stay up there. Literally, why not to play up here?
Yeah.
Just shoot their
Mhm.
squishes, and that's good enough. Who's gonna turn it to you? Maybe there's gonna be Hulk, maybe there's gonna be this guy, and then you use your dark magic to just disable them completely.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. And you can kind of walk in their backline too, by the way, because you got the setup. You can also drop on them with the ability to try to destroy them,
Mhm.
just because the high gun allows you to do so. Yeah, here you could be where up left, up right. Yes, you see they kind of keep pushing
Yeah.
you back constantly. It's just too
Mhm.
too too linear. Stay up on this the main. Right. Yeah, we got the stacks. Yeah, use the dark magic. If they all stack there, have to contest the point, so that makes sense now. You play main, it's
Mhm.
alright. Yeah. Also the tag is fine. You can try to use the shield, melee, can use shield, shoot. It's just to maintain your HP. Yeah. Ultimate's fine. Yeah, definitely. Need to contest here. If you recognize you can do something else, then yeah, sure, you can go off
Mhm.
point. But yeah, here just be more deliberate. Shoot their squishes right away, so don't bother shooting tanks and just do
Yeah.
the constant shooting squishes like there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
got the mantis. Okay, invisible woman next, and kill the others later. Even Mr. Fantastic, and then at the end you can. Oh, it's unfortunate. Okay,
Yeah, I didn't see that.
let's see. Yeah, so see, even this is better. Okay, if you're sitting up there and then go towards another building, yeah, you can just try to go
Mm-hmm.
towards the another top again. And same idea applies to what we talked about. We see about the corners, about Doctor Strange, because
Yep.
your shots are it's projectile, and there's significant time between the each shot. You can do this. So I'm just gonna show you exit the replay. Go, yeah, I'll just go on the practice range. Okay. That's what it's called, peak shooting. It's more relevant to the characters like Doctor Strange or
Mm-hmm.
Magneto. It's just there's a big delay with each shot, so you don't have to stay out in the open. Okay, let me see. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I can try to go up there, can try to take the top, and how it would look like is I sit here, and then if there's an enemy, instead of just me kind of shooting out in the open, yeah, I can do this, peek and shoot. Peek and shoot. So this is not the most ideal,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So you should also time it like this, okay? This. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm using cover and minimizing my hitbox meanwhile. Yeah, I kind of sometimes mess up. This is third
Mm-hmm.
view, but yeah. With third view,
Yeah.
you need to do some adjustments, I think, as long as you know that their hand kind of sticks. So see, like some of my bullets, they don't go because part of my hand is not sticking out of this wall. But if I do this, okay, so the hand is actually goes slightly out. And
Yep.
yeah. So you just need to make sure that the entire hand is like out, and you can be confident you can hit the shots. I think that's how we can measure, because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of times people, it's not the most accurate. Yeah, so you see my bullets, they stick here, so I need to just like do this a little bit more, stick a little bit out right more, so the most of my hand it's sticking out and should be
Mm-hmm.
good. But the how your body's not seen meanwhile when you do this, so you can do it
Yep.
this way. Yeah, there's a big delay, there's no need to stay out in the open. It doesn't make sense
Mm-hmm.
so far, or
Yeah, it makes sense. Yep.
yeah. Maybe any questions just specifically on the kit as well, for Doctor Strange, or we can keep watching the replay, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, like his flight, because it's a long timer. I think it's like 15 seconds. Yeah, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like if like for example, if I'm on a building, right, and let's say they have a Hulk and they get on the building, and I lose the fight and I get low ground, or if I win the fight and I'm still there, like, should I as strange should I sit like on high ground the whole game until like there's a big fight on the ground, or how should his positioning be usually?
I mean, high ground's fine. I mean, there's what is the point? What is the point of low ground anyway? I mean, you still do the
Mm-hmm.
same stuff with the shots, right? So, and we don't want to
Yeah.
protect your teammates with the shield overall, unless there's big. So let's say you want to protect your teammates from maybe some stuff of the like ultimates and such, but it's not, again, mostly for teammates. It's just for the value of the fight, for the sake of the value of the fight. And most of the time, when I'm sitting
Yeah.
on the top positions, the enemy will actually turn at me. If they don't turn, then you just kill them. You have a lot of burst damage. So
Mm-hmm.
see, okay, Luna Snow, for example, if I see that my position, my good high ground, I just kind of tap once, tap second, yeah, and then was really a lot of damage, and you can even follow up with your magic
Yeah.
sometimes. Dark magic, you can just try to go in their
Mm-hmm.
backline, destroy them. So I can kind of sit, yeah, and then yeah, you need to also get rid of this when you have the stacks
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anti
yeah,
heal. Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, it's just important. Once you get the stacks, it's kind of shoot, yeah, and then creating some opportunities to do something as well with dark magic. I can try to, when I'm shooting, a drop later. So see it like maybe, okay, I got the 100 stacks, and then I'm trying to go in, do some damage, go back to my
Mm-hmm.
angle, also keep shooting, and then set up again. This kind of stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times people
Yeah.
will go on you
Okay.
though, so they will try to push you so you can use your dark magic earlier. It's on earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You have it on not as long cooldown as well compared to flight. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's usually fine if you be on top. It's it's alright. You need to abuse the verticality. Why not? If you have that option, just
Mm-hmm.
make sure you set up consistently. Why not? Hmm. Holding chokes is another one though. Yeah, you can hold chokes a little bit more if possible. Sometimes I think it's also nice to have big shield to just create a lot of value. But yeah, mostly it's fine if you on some sort of high ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does it make sense or
Yeah, makes sense. Yep.
nice? Okay. Now let's keep. Oh no. Wait. Actually, there was the one. Oh no. Yeah, it's not. It's not the Bucky. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
I don't know.
something else. Okay. Yeah, we can keep watching the
That's
first
weird.
one.
Yeah.
It's okay. Maybe it's just too old replay. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially on defense, you have a lot of time. You can look to take better
Mm-hmm.
positions. I think there's no
Yep.
downside in that. Okay, we've been on 7 minutes. Yeah, maybe we can watch the attack. I think it's gonna be interesting to see. And just to give you
Mm-hmm.
an example, by the way, yeah, let's. Yeah, okay. I think let's watch this first, and then I think I can share something later. Okay, so we got yeah, same tank, second tank, and then the fight starts. Probably expect the fight to be around the choke again. Yeah. So you can pretty much again you
Yep.
can invest the time to try to take better spots. So see by the way what the doctor enemy strange is doing. This is what you want to do more.
Yeah, he's on the high
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's just no point to why not to be on the I don't know why they dropped, but well I guess they're trying to protect their
Mm-hmm.
team, but it's not the deal. They could just be sitting here, and imagine how annoying it is if they sit here and just keep shooting, and nobody's pushing them, but they keep
Mm-hmm.
shooting, but they're not giving up space.
Yep.
You just keep shooting the back line
Mm-hmm.
constantly, and if you get him pushed, then yeah, you just gotta take the top. That was good. Just go take the top and shoot
Yep.
them. Yeah, and then you can drop his dark magic if you want. Take space a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, so this is again, you have the downtime. You could just be spending and investing time and setup. Where could he go, by the way? Is your position?
Yeah, just on the top right. Yeah,
Top
over
right?
there.
Yeah. Top right is better, yeah. You have an opportunity to push that high ground over here, push this. I don't know,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
people now, everyone, they don't use the angles just fine. If you had of this, with the player base right away, it's going to be much better. Eventually, you'll see people, they start using this high ground, they start using that high ground, they start using this. Everybody stacks main now. It's just really, really bad. For now, it looks real, real
Mm-hmm.
bad. But later, yeah, can be just the first one who abuses all of this stuff. Is this what you need to
Yep.
do in those first-person shooter games? No, not
Mm.
first person, but yeah, third person, but you know, the shooter,
Yeah.
shooter game.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Let's do the same stuff. Apply pressure in the backline. Keep walking here. Get rid of the Psylocke. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
something you can keep an eye on first because they're more active. You need to shoot them first. They're really good taking this good angle to take. And keep pressuring here. Walk here,
Mm-hmm.
pressure, pressure, walk, pressure, pressure. And your team walks. Your Groot, without mobility, walks forward. You allow them to have that frontline pressure. Yep, you're using verticality more.
Yep.
Okay. As I see, kind of just walk in, and this idea as well. We're talking about on Venom. See how many people shooting you now. So many
Yeah. Yeah.
people. It's crazy.
Yeah. Everyone's focused on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody is focused on you, but you don't want that. You don't want maybe this to be focused on you yet. You could just be make sure this is focused on you. Get rid of this. And then some of these guys focused on you. You don't expose to invisible woman, and
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be just fine. Yeah, this way. Okay. There's a jump pad even. You can try to take the top with that. Okay. That's alright. Yeah, when should win the fight here. And same applies to your ultimate, by the way. If you have good spot, it can be more unpredictable with your ultimate. It's just gonna be easy to
Yeah,
set up.
they won't see me. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see a lot of streamers that do that. By the way, I didn't see you using your TP much. It's one of the things. You can definitely use it more.
Yeah.
Just find more. Treat it as a setup tool as well for yourself. And you can
Yeah.
also have the teammates take it better spots on the map, like power position, stop, high ground. For example, I can use TP now, take the spot over here, take the entire map control because of this. Yeah, imagine we in control of the
Yeah.
top. This is really crazy. You can just try to have all these positions here.
Yeah.
Or set up your ultimate together as well. Yeah, you have your ultimate, so
Yeah.
that's right. So what angle you should be pushing now, by the way? What angle you should be shooting right in the moment? Let me just... Yeah, let's watch. Gonna see... Okay, we're gonna play this a little.
Yeah.
Okay. So see who is more dangerous to your team now. Which side?
Probably the people on the left. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
let's
on
hear.
the
Yeah.
magic and the strange right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, let's hear. They can take magic can take flying crowd. This is also shooting you more. You need to push them first as well. If you're able to get rid of them, control the angle. It's really nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So there's a lot of stuff about just controlling the map and being able to set up. Yeah, it's just how to sharpen the setup too. Even though Doctor Strange, I think, is really nice. And yeah, let's just summarize. What you got out of today so far? You tell me.
Yeah. I think today, again, like you said, it was a lot about like controlling the map. Like with Venom and Strange, we have to find angles like specific to where we want to attack or how we want to get the enemy team's attention. Like with Strange, I need high ground. Just continue to shoot at the back line, front line. And with Venom, try to attack in a different angle where they're not expecting me, and then I can dive in, as opposed to attacking and diving with my team because they're already in sight of my team. So just trying to get angles on certain maps, like open maps. Yeah, just finding different angles is also a thing.
Yeah. As long as you remember, it's just also we don't have to be exposed to everything. I think you can just deal with one
Yep.
angle at a time. Sometimes it's not possible, sure, well, but anyway,
Mhm.
minimize the pressure, make sure the pressure on you it's actually meaningful. Yeah, then it's gonna be easier for you to control the map, I think. And yeah, we can discuss that in addition later. It's just target priority, I think, is really gonna be really important on it's really important in anything. We kind of talked
Mhm.
about that you gotta push those active angles more. Anybody on the top, yeah, remember Psylocke on the first point on attack, for example. You gotta push that first. They're more dangerous, or like magic as well. Stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that is something we can go over more later, but yeah, sharpen the setup, corners, dealing with one angle at a time. I think for the most part, that's it. Is there anything else, or
No, I think that's all for me. Yeah,
yeah,
I
for
think
the
it's
most
pretty good.
part, that's been about it. Yeah. Okay, and any final questions then for today?
No, I don't think so.
No questions. Okay. Then you're gonna have any questions later, as usual. Feel free to
Yeah.
message. Yeah. And I think the next time we can also do Wolverine. If you play Wolverine, we can do more. I think it is different
Yep.
mindset,
Mhm.
but kind of similar to how you just take flanks on the Venom if possible. You can do that,
Yeah.
but those gonna be not as deep. It's gonna be usually closer to where your team is fighting. That's why it's a little
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Okay, then
Mm.
get some games and let's review that and let's see how the progress is gonna be. All right?
All right, sounds good. All right, thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck. Bye bye.